Hello and welcome to the Truth Against the Deep State. We've actually caught up with Betty. We've got a time and we're both here. First of all, hello Betty.
Hello, how are you, Ian?
I'm all right. Now, lots have happened over the last couple of weeks. First thing is, did you like the thing I did on the false prophet?
Yes, I did. Great job.
I thought I'd put them all together as a... I also put it on the Facebook page, thinking that they'd get taken off, but they're still
Oh, but
there.
I'm good because I'm in prison. I'm in Facebook prison. I'm in YouTube live prison too. I'm an outlaw, man. Although one thing, I'm the new sheriff in town on YouTube. I take down all the bad people. And I
Right.
have police officers that back me up. That's all the truth. They take my information and back me up. Then we put them in jail.
Right, first of all, it's your turn first. Um, where do we go? What would you like to talk about first?
Oh wow. Um, so much has happened. Let's see. Okay, last weekend, they tried to do a 25th Amendment on our president, and it was the vice president, which he's actually a Luciferian, pedivore, and it was the Speaker of the House, 20 or 60% of the Senate, and the white hats came in, realized what was going on because the 25th Amendment says that if you feel that your president isn't doing his job, then they can vote, and then the vice president
Yeah,
becomes president. Okay, well, Trump was immediately evacuated due to they tried to kill him.
yeah,
So that night they tried to do that. Well, the white hats came in and said, nope, you ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't this, you ain't that. Appointed different people and took away their 25th Amendment rights. Okay. Okay, then Saturday, someone else tried to have him killed, which was on his own team.
wow.
So, yeah. So they're doing everything possible to take him out, you know. But it's not working because we got the best of the best working behind the scenes, literally. And this is what the military wanted. The military actually went to Trump and asked him to run for president.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that along the line.
It really happened. You must have a cold like I do. I've been coughing nonstop. It's driving me
Yeah,
insane.
I've had it. I had it for 2 weeks. It went away, and now it's just a little tickly cough.
That's what mine is, yeah. And a little bit of my nose. And I've been on antibiotics. I'm going to call my doctor, say, it ain't working. Okay, next
Now we
thing.
know. Now we know what they've been spraying.
Yeah, we do. Well, you know I never leave the house, but I think since my window's open, though,
Yeah,
or, comes in. Another thing, I'm highly allergic to cats. And I didn't know that we had 300 cats out here that people actually feed. And we have a donation thing to feed the cats. I didn't know that, so all that dander's coming in my window, all of it. Oh my God, that's why my eyes burn. That's why I can't talk. I'm allergic to cats, and I'm thinking, oh my God.
no,
I
I'm
love
not
cats,
allergic.
but I just,
I'm not allergic to anything.
oh,
So,
you're lucky.
so
I'm
everything.
allergic to you.
So where? So what's happening with Pence at the moment then?
Uh, they have to appear together that way that it doesn't alert the people, the American people. But however, there's 30 military in between them at all times, and they have to ride. They're riding in different planes and stuff when they went to the UN and things like that. And even Pence did something like this with his collar, to one of the UN officials because they've been in on trying to kill Trump as well.
No, because
They were all.
did you see what Dr. Ford when she was giving her testimony at the hearing this week? There was a dark lady behind her. I don't know who she is. I think she's a senator.
That's Congress Sheila Lee Jackson.
is that I didn't know who it was. Gave
Hmm.
you put the video up that she gave the the lawyer a packet. Now, do we know what was in the packet?
An envelope full of money.
But they were supposed to have done it for free.
Oh yeah, well, she wasn't really a witness either. Pretty sad how women can come out and say that, they was at a party 36 years ago and a guy jumped on top, kissed them, and that's enough to make a tragedy for the rest of their life. Most of us women have been through rape for years and years and MK mind alter programming for years and years. That's a reason to have a problem and cry and go to a therapist. Now she made a mockery of us women. A mockery.
Yeah, she came across as playing this little girl lost look. Poor little me.
Yeah,
Now, I'm
it was
not
awful.
saying that she's not recounting something that had happened to her when she was younger.
Well, she was
I think
actually
it was a judge.
uh, she was actually a swing around girl.
Sorry, a what girl?
Get around girl.
Oh, you mean we call them slappers.
Yeah, we call them get around. Get around.
We
A
used to
jumper.
call them the local bike because anybody could ride her.
There you go. That's it. That's why she remembers the bedroom and the living room and there's a bathroom because she was there doing everything with people. And Kavanaugh was a nerd and he wasn't even there. That's what's so fucked up. He wasn't even cool enough he wasn't even cold enough to have women that liked him that way. They would confide in him and stuff, because he was that kind of guy. He was the guy that you just lean on and your boyfriend broke up with you. Oh my God. And he was the one that would talk you out of it and help you. And if someone did get raped or something, he's the one that helped you. That's how Kavanaugh was. But there's other hidden secrets about Kavanaugh.
Did you see that she set up a GoFundMe page, and it's worth over $500,000 now?
No, but the deep state paid for that, so it doesn't surprise me.
People were giving
That's
her
her
like
payoff.
$100 at a time.
No, not people. Not people.
You don't think so?
Luciferians.
Right. Is that the payoff?
Oh yeah. And the GoFundMe is to show people that they think that they're giving her money. No, that's how she gets paid, is GoFundMe by the deep state for doing what she did.
There was one website found out that her husband has her down as Paula.
As Paula?
Yeah, Paula Blessy. That's her name on one of the tags on one of the photographs. So,
Paula.
so
That
it
may
might
be why
not
they
even be a real name that she went into the committee with.
That's true because I looked for her all over the internet, with her being a psychiatrist,
Yeah.
And her teaching at the college. I thought that maybe her speech or something would be there, and there was nothing. No, it was all Brett Kavanaugh. So what is her real name? Patricia, or what's her real name again?
Paula.
Paula?
Paula. Yeah.
See, that's why I couldn't find it.
Paula.
That's why I couldn't find it. That's why everything on the internet is Kavanaugh. That's why.
But she's got a Wikipedia page that was obviously set up before the hearing.
Yes.
Now the thing is, can you believe what's on there or not?
No, you can't. No, because they hid her identity completely, number one, and that was their backup plan. They had that they had that letter done 4 months ago. That was their backup plan if everything else failed.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Judge Kavanaugh can't be a judge anyway, even if he was to be chosen.
Yeah.
like I said, everything that George W. Bush Jr. did is null and void. Even if he did not know at the time, it's null and void. He's not even a judge. And he has to pay back all federal money that he got as being a judge and all benefits.
Wow.
And then if he wants to take it to the Supreme, and then if he wants to fight it, he has to take it to the Supreme Court, and he can't do it until we get out of our declaration of state of emergency. Because right now we're in a state of emergency.
Can we take
and
the
it's there.
judges away that were on the Bundy Ranch trial?
Huh?
The Bundy Ranch trial, because she was
Yeah,
supposed to have been appointed by one of the old
Bushes.
presidents.
Okay, well then it'd be null and void. Even people are getting out of prison. Any ruling of any sort that was underneath George W. Bush Sr., who was not born in America, and George W. Bush, who did not win the election. Al Gore actually won the election,
Yeah.
And it's proven. Then everything is ab initio, which is null and void.
Is that the problems when they had the Chads in Florida?
The chats, I'm confused.
Well, the Chads, they had electronic voting machines, and
Yes, that's when they were counting all the chats.
They counted
Yeah.
the
Yes.
ballot papers,
Yeah.
and you punched holes in the paper, and then the computer was supposed to read them. And
Right.
The
Yeah, we were down to counting. We were down to hanging chaps and stuff. But no,
Yeah.
Al Gore won, but Kavanaugh covered it up and also covered up the 2000 election on that. And he also threatened Al Gore's daughter, who was like 12 at the time.
Yeah.
So Al Gore pulled out.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered which one got in. They're both as bad as each other.
No, Al Gore's actually good, believe it or not. He's actually working to help America great again right now.
Yeah, well, Al Gore's the one that set up the carbon exchange.
Nope.
And did the global warming.
Nope.
No?
No.
Oh, go on, explain.
His name was put on there because they had to have an authorization of someone. It wasn't something that he wanted to do, but at the time, the Bushes ran the whole entire world. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And the Clintons. So you pretty much had to do everything they told you, no matter what it was.
Right.
So it was actually someone else that wrote it up, and then he signed it.
Okay, right. Let's move on. Next subject. What's this about a new sheriff being in town?
That'd be me.
Well, you said there was a new sheriff in town, and you were going to explain it to me.
Yep. Okay. I went on YouTube Live and also did my videos because I'm in Facebook prison. And I've been on there for like a month. Within a week, I had 2,500 followers. I was monetized. And then I just started seeing all these scumbag scammers, liars, deceivers, making tons and tons of money off of all these people. And, you know, we call television, we don't watch it no more, right?
Yeah.
Well, now YouTube is our television. So what I do is I come in and I see who they are. And I have like one guy, I have 154 pages in my mailbox right now of him. And so I show proof of what kind of person they are, who they are, where they come from. And then my police officers, which I call them that, the real truthers in the community, they go and they present my evidence, and then they even do more research because I don't got that much time to just research every one of them like that. And they explain it better, and then it keeps going and going and going until they're taken down and they're demonetized.
Wow, brilliant. That's the only way we can deal with these people, you know, because there's loads of them being set up.
Yep, and I'm surprised
and
that
they're backing each other. And the thing is, what I found is that it's like a club, and they back each other up.
Yep.
Even if they're telling lies, they back each other up.
Yes. And I get hit pretty hard sometimes, when I bring it out, even with evidence. These people can say, "Oh, this person, is a child molester or whatever, and pedophilia," but yet they have no zero evidence. They just say it, right? And there's one person that says pedophiles should hang. I just found out he's a level third, or level third sexual offender, and will reoffend. And he raped an 8-year-old boy several times in New Jersey and New York, and he went to prison in Windy. The name of it's Windy Maximum State Penitentiary, and then he got in trouble in New Jersey for not registering as a sex offender, and so he's an actual sex offender, and he did it with a weapon as well. So he is like it says he will reoffend. That's one that I'm going to out today.
Yeah, well, there's loads of them. That we did the last video with No Name, as we call him.
Yeah.
No,
Finally, he went down.
Yeah, you told me I got to call him No Name. Well, I'm not allowed.
Yeah, No Name. No Name, Lift the Veil. Fiona Barnett, which is from Australia.
Yeah.
Her thing is that she just wants to come to America. That's why she's been trying to do this for years. She was never an SRA victim, number one. She was a psychiatrist, a major psychiatrist for SRA victims.
Yeah.
She has a bachelor's in psychology. And then when she didn't do what she was supposed to be doing, and she was like coercing the kids and stuff like that, on the ones that didn't have SRAs. She got fired, but she stole all their pictures they drew and all their stories and everything, and she put it as hers 2 years later, and then came out to America and kept trying because it costs a lot of money to get to America.
Yeah.
And it costs like $10,000, and then you've got to be able to get your citizenship and all that other stuff. And she thought since she played the SRA victim, it'd be really easy for her to get her citizenship and this, that, and the other. Also, she wants to open up a satanic church with No Name.
Oh, what a tangled web we weave. When first we practiced to deceive. I did it right that time.
You did it right?
I did it a whole video, and I did it wrong. I had it written up on the screen, and I was still getting it wrong.
It's because I wasn't here with you.
Well, it was written 150 years ago.
Yes.
And it's when first we practice, not when we first practice. It means exactly the same thing.
Same way, yeah.
If it was really bad, I would have changed it all. But, but we all do things, and it's easier to say it the modern way of using words.
Mm-hmm.
But that said everything on that video, and I titled it and I ran that through the whole thing, and it is there's a tangled web of them, and they all work together.
Yes.
And
so I took down 5 of them. Took me a month, but now I got them down. They're down.
But they're still being held as heroes and being liked by other YouTubers. That's what I can't get. No,
not anymore. Once it came out, the truth, they're getting slammed hard. My police officers are slamming them. I mean, slamming them so hard. Their people's like, oh crap, we didn't know about him being a Satan worshiper, went and opened a Satan church. Oh shoot. I mean, they're like, oh my God. They're freaking out. They're like, we followed them. Oh my God. Seriously, freaking out. I hate liars, thieves, and deceivers.
No Name with the cat, right? Who's trying to be Blofeld, which was in the Bond films. That was the guy with the cat, wasn't it? Right? We'll have to call him Blofeld Jr.
Blofeld Jr. And maybe in prison he might get his head shaved.
He's rapidly trying to get his credibility back now by interviewing good people.
Who lift the bell?
He's interviewed Wolfgang over Sandy Hook.
No, that's where he got really in trouble. Wolfgang's good, but
Yeah.
he got really in trouble. As soon as that one went through, Wolfgang was they went on there for a reason
Oh.
to take him down.
Oh, I didn't realise that. Oh, there's more going on than I realise.
Well, yeah. I'm the sheriff. Ask me. I can't even believe they even allowed because see when you first come on to YouTube, they check you out 100% up, down, around, and if they find one fault in you, your ass is grass. They'll figure it out. It may take a long time. Like some of these people's been at it for a long time and nobody can take them down. Me, I get so much information on them, like plumb down to when they were born, and I'm talking their whole entire record and everything about them that you can't dispute what I say. You can't dispute it. I mean, it's just right there in black and white. You can't dispute records. And so I was surprised that all of the people that are like my police officers, I call them, take my information and they say, go follow Let's Chat with Betty Washam. She's amazing. This is her work. And I say the same thing, go follow them because they're real truthers. They're real trying to get good people. And once they see me come on the scene, they were like, she's already monetized, and they started watching me, and they started watching what I was doing. They was like, go get them, Betty. All right, who's next?
Right, time out. You got to ask me about Brexit.
Yes, what is going on with Brexit?
Well, where do I start? We know that May, our Prime Minister, met with her cabinet at Chequers and came up with what's called the Chequers Plan. That was her idea. Her plan was we kept fisheries, we closed borders, but we have free trade with Europe, we follow European rules, and we would have to follow European laws. But they don't tell you that bit about the Chequers Plan.
Right.
5 cabinet ministers left. 2 senior ministers and 3 juniors.
Didn't I tell you that 5 months ago?
Yeah, when the papers talk about it, they only talk about the 2 ministers, David Davis and Boris Johnson. Now, Boris Johnson is a very, very clever man. He's got hair like Donald Trump, white, blonde, goldy locks.
Goldilocks.
He puts his foot in it by saying the wrong thing every now and again, but he's honest. We all do it occasionally.
We're human.
Yeah. Now, we love Boris. I don't think he's the best man to be Prime Minister, though, although some people would like him to be. But he's a Brexiteer, wants Britain out of Europe. We want Britain to be an independent nation. We don't want our laws made in Brussels by unelected bureaucrats.
You don't want the NWO. You want to be the way that you are, and like we're free. Yeah. We don't want the NWO either. We're not having it.
Yeah. So, they went to the EU last week, and the EU rejected the Chequers Plan. Now, if they've rejected the plan, that means they don't want it.
Good, yes.
Okay? So it came out, so all week on the BBC is, it looks like we got a no deal. Now, a no deal means we come out and we would go on World Tariff Organization, WTA tariffs. Now, for instance, if you were bringing in, we used to bring in butter from New Zealand.
Right.
But we can't anymore because of the EU tariffs. We've got a 36% tariff on foreign butter outside of the EU. Where if we went on WTO rules, it's only 12%. So it might be possible we might be able to get some sort of dairy goods from other parts of the world.
Yes, it is possible.
But they're not telling us this. they're not telling us that the WTA tariffs will be cheaper than the EU tariffs from outside the EU.
Well, yeah, because they want the New World Order.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you something about your Miss you like. Miss May is a bad, 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 bad person.
Well,
and I know you can't say anything and I don't care, but it's 100% true. Very evil. Evil.
Well, Mrs. May was a Remainer. She wanted to stay within the EU. But
exactly. Evil.
But she managed to get herself elected as the Prime Minister. I think it was
evil.
But
Queen helped that.
She said she was going to put Brexit through. We've got Chancellor Hammond. He is a Remainer. He keeps his mouth shut. He's not saying anything, but he must be working behind the scenes.
Yes.
Now,
a lot of people do work behind the scenes.
Yeah. Now it's the Conservative Party conference this week.
Mm-hmm.
Last week we had the Labour Party conference. Now we know the Liberal Party, who's Nick Clegg. I don't know if you ever knew Nick Clegg. He was our Deputy Prime Minister with Cameron. He is pro-EU. If you cut him in half, it'd say EU all the way through him, like a stick of rock.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's pro-EU. He was a European civil servant before he was an MP. So the Liberal Party has always been pro-Europe. You've got the Labour Party last week came out and said that they would reject the Chequers plan. But we already know that the EU has already rejected the plan, so why are they rejecting it again?
Because she tried to put it in a second time, she tried to rewrite it.
But with a new plan,
but they haven't.
But they said...
And there's people... Well, it's mostly because there's people working behind the lines, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And they're putting it down.
Yeah.
They're saying, no, we ain't doing this to the people.
So Labour have come up with the idea that they're going to give us a second referendum with the ability to stay in the EU. So we've already had one referendum and we voted to leave. So democracy is then finished. How can you vote for one thing and then have to vote again because you gave the wrong decision? The Labour Party will be finished.
The first time.
Yeah. So
that'd be like voting again for the President of the United States. Oh, we gave the wrong decision. We got to vote again. No, that don't work that way.
Yeah. So now we got the Conservative Party conference. Now, Conservative Party conferences are normally stage managed. It's all Conservative parties and nobody says anything against anything. But Brexit is going to be top of the bill and there is going to be division. Because you've got Boris going in wanting a decent Brexit deal. You've got David Davis and Rees-Mogg. I've told you about Rees-Mogg. He's the posh-sounding gentleman. And all the kids love him because he's on Twitter. And he's got a following amongst the kids, which you wouldn't believe. Jacob Rees-Mogg is a little bit of a toff, is a word to express. An English toff. Very well-spoken Englishman he is. And he wears like a college tie and all this sort of thing. He is the last person you would think the kids would like. He is what you would say would be the establishment. But he's saying what we think. He's saying that we want to be independent. He's saying we want to be out of the EU. And he's saying all the right things. And the kids love him. Because he's honest.
That's right. And it's good that the kids are listening. We got so many kids that are asleep over here. It's crazy. We got people that think they're red-pilled. And they don't even know what a red pill is. We got people that think they're mega, and they don't even know what mega is. I mean, it's like, what? Well, you are what?
You've got people are now doing videos called Walk Away.
Yeah.
Which we got to say, hi to all the people who have said they walked away. Brilliant. You've been red-pilled. And you got people that have said my red pill moment. Well, if you were honest, like I am, I never needed to take a red pill because I was already there.
No, it has nothing to do with honesty. It has to do with waking up from the illusion.
Oh, I've woken up from that.
Yeah.
I
Well,
gotta admit, I'm still
I'm at a
finding
totally
stuff
different
out.
level now. I'm in a totally different level now.
Yeah.
Okay, we have our red pill, we have our black pill, we have our gold pill, and we have our platinum, which is goddess, and I'm platinum. Okay, a red pill means that you're coming out of illusion, you're waking up. Black pill means you understand what people are trying to tell you.
So, we now wait to see what the Conservative Party is going to do this week. Now, May could come out and say that she's going to drop the Brexit plan and try and get a new deal. But the problem is she's put so many eggs in the same basket, I don't think she can come out of it.
Well, there's people working behind the scenes, so just know that America is not just trying to help America,
Yeah,
but we're also trying to help you and everybody around the country.
yeah.
So doing our best. It's hard because our whole country is messed up ourselves. You know, I mean, we gotten to some things that, people just wouldn't even believe. Even if I said it, they'd just look at me, like we're crazy. But let me finish with the pills. The red pill means that you woke up from the illusion that they've been telling us for years. Everything we've ever known, everything we've ever been taught about the wars, everything is a complete lie. Black is not black, red is not red. We've been taught that, okay? The black pill is where you understand when somebody tells you what's going on, you can comprehend it because you're awake. The gold pill is where you start doing the major research and then you get sick to your stomach when you start learning and you really, really, really know what the hell is going on. The platinum pill, which is where I'm at, is where you tell everybody.
Yeah.
You tell everybody. You wake people up. You turn them towards God. You help, turn the nation around and wake these people up and light their torch against the danger, which is Satan, that rules the world.
Well, that's fair enough. I'll put myself on a gold pill then.
You're a gold pill.
Yeah. Yeah, I try my best. But then I've been
You're
fighting.
almost,
I've been
you're almost a
fighting this
platinum.
since. I've been
You're
fighting.
almost a platinum. You would be platinum because you're already awake where you are, and so you're able to talk about it. See,
Oh, okay.
you're awake.
Okay. All right. All
So,
right.
so in your country, you're platinum.
I've been fighting organised politicians since I was 21.
Yes.
When I was on the parish council. Because
Yes.
although I'm a gunsmith by trade, you asked me to give you a rundown of what I've done, and I gave you a curriculum vitae before, which was basically business. On top of this, I've got a lot of experience in other areas that I've never been paid for, which I've always done as a hobby. I was a local councillor for 8 years. I was a youth worker and councillor for 10 years. I was a DJ. I was doing 60s and 70s discos in the late 80s, early 90s, before it was popular. I had a record collection that was second to none that got stolen.
Oh no.
Right? My discos were brilliant. I did a disco one night for bikers in a village hall, and I thought, this is going to be terrible. Well, the bikes turned up, and you know what bikers are like. You got Gold Wings, Harleys, you know, and they're all lined up outside, Triumphs, old BSA motorbikes, oh, all sorts. All coming in their
Bad to the
leathers, and
bone.
I thought, this
Bad
isn't,
to the bone. You
I,
thought, oh shit, I messed up.
I thought this isn't going to be a good night. One of the best nights I have ever had with no trouble.
Awesome. They are
Then
good people. We got a lot of good bikers. I love our bikers. They're good people.
the best party I ever did was for the Catholic Church school. They were raising money for the Catholic Church school, and they had a parents' evening, and I was asked to do the disco, and I was booked in till 11 o'clock. It was bring your own food and bring your own drink, and I was thinking, this is not going to go well. Was I wrong? I said, how much is it? And in those days, this was the 80s. It was 30 quid for the disco, and then £10 an hour after 11. I went on till 1 o'clock in the morning. And they didn't leave. We had a whale of a time. I was running out of music. We had a
You sound like me
time.
when I go live. You sound like me when I go live on YouTube, because I'll go live for 10 hours. You know that. 10 hours, 15 hours to be there with my people. And when they put me in live jail, now I go to on my Periscope. So if you ever want to see me live, you have to go there. But I got a new platform. I got to figure it out today after I drop 3 people.
Right.
Drop them like it's hot.
Right.
And I'm the sheriff, so all the police officers.
Explain how we find you live on Periscope, please.
You just put at Let Washam. And I come on at usually 9 p.m. Central Time in the United States of America time. And then sometimes I just jump on once in a while.
Yeah, I managed to catch you on Twitter, but that was when you were finishing.
Yeah. I'd already been on for 4 hours. I was trying to drink my coffee by that time. I was like, guys, I'm trying to get the second win, but damn, it ain't working. I gotta go to bed. So you can see I wrote a little paragraph.
That's your format, and you're good at that. You talk to your people,
well, you can see
the messages, and it's good.
Well, you can see I care about my people. I care about my people, and all my people have become friends with each other worldwide, and they all have a family now. And people who never had no one to talk to, they come in and they chat, and I just get nothing but praise for the way that my channel is ran. And people just, they thank me every day. They tell me that I'm a goddess, that I'm an angel, that I'm all these things, and I'm like, well, I was sent. One guy said, was you sent from heaven? And I said, yeah, actually I was. I said, because I died. I was brain dead for 4 days with 0 brain activity. And God brought me back and said, well, you ain't leaving yet. So I was sent back from heaven. I was sent from heaven. Yeah, I went to heaven. It was beautiful. Most beautiful place ever. And I can't wait to go back. This is hell on earth, honestly. It's just so beautiful and peaceful there that, oh my, yes, it's gorgeous. But, I am in hiding. I've been in hiding for a long time. I don't know if anybody knows that or not. I have bulletproof doors. I have no address. The Illuminati's been trying to get me for a long time. They would like to skin me alive and leave me hanging for 3 days and then torture me until I die and then eat me. But that's not going to happen. And I have digital security. I can't even drive my car, which I own a Jaguar, 2004 Jaguar that there's only 1,100 made. It's a supercharged SKR. And I can't even drive my fucking car. That pisses me off. Sorry about my French. But it really does. I'm a prisoner in my own home. But it's to take down all the bad people. And I will do it. And if I have to stay a prisoner for a long time, then I have to stay a prisoner. I do, however, have a beautiful loft. So it was built in the 1890s, and it was remodeled to the 2018. So it's at least I have a beautiful luxury prison.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lovely car. I've seen a photograph of it.
I've actually, if you go on my Twitter and stuff, I've been showing people what my house looks like.
Right.
You'll have to go.
Now then, what's the next subject you'd like to talk about?
Well, I'm going to have to go because I'm going to have to make a decision on something to have to do with the United States of America, and that's what that was.
Okay. Right, now then, Betty, thank you very much. we're going to have to break off now. This is The Truth Against the Deep State. Stay tuned to this channel. If you found us on Real Dot Video, well done. There will be more videos as we've got time to do it. But Betty can be found on Let's Chat with Betty Washington on YouTube. She's in YouTube prison at the moment, so there won't be any new YouTube videos put up.
I get to do the videos, just no lives.
Okay, she won't be live. But if you want to see her live from 9 o'clock Central Time, yes?
Yes.
Central Time, you're going to get this right. She'll be on Periscope at Let Washam, isn't it? Let Washam, it's called.
Yes, Let Washam.
And she's also on Twitter. What's the Twitter name?
At Let Washam as well.
Right, Let Washam as well. And it's got, is it 75 or not?
No.
No?
No.
Let Washam.
Yeah, and ours is The Truth Against the Deep State on our Twitter.
Okay. Bye-bye, Betty.
All right. Mwah. See you next time.